so it's kind of late. Pretty sure it's like 9 o'clock. Let's see. Oof. 9:30. So I got a bunch of this leftover insulation. They're small pieces that I'm trying to use up because there's no sense in throwing them out. I've got one extra roll, or two extra rolls, a partial, tall strips, medium strips, and a few that don't have the vapor barrier backing, this tarp type material. So yeah, I used up anything that was around 9 to 10 inches to do these door frames. They're 8 inches, so it gave me a little bit extra to kind of fluff and tuck in there. Which is fine for me. Anything's better than raw, atmosphere outside. So because the doors are in here, that is all just sheet metal, or that it's like I don't know, maybe a 12 gauge. That's about 12 gauge steel, 12 to 10. Right to the open outside winter air. So I got my 14-foot door done right here. I did that with this half of an extension ladder. And I got my 12-foot door, 12 by 12, off from my 6-foot ladder. And I also did my 9 by 7. So it's raining again. You know, we just had snow here in New Hampshire again. We got maybe around like 8 inches by us. I'm in like mid-state by Concord, and it was pretty good snowfall. So I'm running the dehumidifier. I had the floor on for a little bit, so it's 65 degrees in here. I only ran it for about 10 hours last night, or yesterday, and it brought it up from 45 to 65 degrees in about 8 hours. And I shut it off because the rest of the week's going to be up to 61 degrees, which would be sweet, but it's humid in here. So I brought up the trusty dehumidifier. We'll see how fast that thing pulls it in, but all the steel in here, especially around those door jambs, was wet, so whatever. But it's just a little leftover material. Instead of throwing it away and paying someone to come spray foam, it's a lot better than it was. So yeah, I guess I'll just show you. I'll probably just throw this right up there on the channel without any editing. So this is my 50 by 60 welding shop I built. And I've just, all of this stuff minus, you know, like the shear and the white saw. Everything else in here was in my 2-bay. Oh yeah, and not that table, the blue one. But just about everything else in here was in my 2-bay garage. So I am hauling everything in and organizing. I got my 400 amp panel. We only have single phase up here. There is no 3-phase on the hill. So that's as much as I can draw, as we're also a low voltage area of town. I got the CNC table up here yesterday. I got the compressor, air dryer, air co welder. I got some of the other welders in here. So I'm pretty excited. My floor really works well. My buddies and I helped me set this up. So yeah, this is the shop. Where I'm standing right now is going to be planning on doing a room. It'll probably be more of like, it'll have like maybe an office desk in there. For now, it's going to have the compressor in it because I don't have any more time that I can put money into perfecting it. I'm going to have to do it over time, but I can tell you what, I'm not listening to that compressor rattle ever again. I'll give it like maybe 1 month, but a couple weeks honestly. I'm gonna get a 20-foot Connex box, set it outside. I'm gonna pipe my line and my cord for that right in, and that thing can rattle away in a Conex box. I don't care. And the air will come in here. I got that air dryer. It's an Ingersoll Rand, and I can't even. It's got a gauge on it that goes from. It tells you your usage, and I haven't even seen the needle lift up. Not even a quarter of the green, so I haven't even been using 1/10 of the capacity that thing can do, so I'm good. So yeah, this is it. I got measuring out for my car lift. I'm gonna go with a rotary. The only downfall is they have a 3 to 4 month wait on getting it installed, and they said they recommended that it gets installed by them, and it comes with like 2 more warranties if they do that. So you can see the dark spot right here. You can see my Sharpie marks, but that's my pit. So that is these concrete sections are 5 feet by 4 feet, and they're about 3 feet deep. They're solid concrete pits with rebar, and I used on the whole floor 6-gauge mesh, so industrial gauge mesh. There is no radiant in those. That's why they're a different color than the rest of the floor. I was scared because I never wrote down what the dimensions were. So I'm out here zooming in on pictures, and I was actually, before I turned the floor on and could see the discoloration again, because there's still moisture in that section, it does heat it out without any problem, but I have pictures of laying out my pecs. So I went and got one of the sheets, and I could just count the holes from the column out, because it's all pecs comes around the column. It just stops, and I didn't come into the pit with it. So I was able to count, and I laid these out first by counting a blurry picture. So I was able to count the hi-hats and figure out where the pits were. So that is a plus, because afterwards I said, oh crap. Great. But anyways, that's it for now. I just wanted to show you me doing something. There hasn't been a video in a while. Last time anyone saw anything, we were pouring concrete. So it's come a long way. My buddy and I built this. I had some friends help for steel, and my brother came down to help with siding and sheet metal for a day, and another buddy came and helped us with the roof for the tail end of the afternoon. I think he came out for like 4 hours, and we crushed it. So yeah, it's been sweet. I'll do another video. I'll give more info on more specific topics, but that's it for tonight. I'll catch you later.